Hello again, everybody. Danny Hogger here, and I am earning my Master's of Arts in Teaching from San Diego Christian College. You can learn more about this process at sdcc.edu. They are sponsors of this content, but the words and expressions are my own. So in this Master's Vlog number 31, I'm going to talk about reflecting on 2 completed courses with 2 courses remaining. I am in the midst of my year earning my master's degree, having transferred in units. This is a very accessible program for teachers who might be looking to earn their master's degree online at their own convenience. So let's talk you through some of the things and experiences that I have been going through this year. Let's start with Ed 601, which was my first class. You can see I earned a 94%. Dr. Loria Gu was a valuable mentor and introductory professor to the coursework, and she's had a rich career. I had an interview with her, and you can see the link to that interview in the description of this video. In the Ed 601 Ethical Dispositions and Decision-Making class, we explored a wide variety of conversations and ethical dilemmas, approaches to thinking, schools of thought, and expert advice on how to approach situations effectively as a teacher. The conversations that we interacted with were some of the most in-depth that I have had since my undergraduate college experience, and the regular interaction with students enriched and bettered all of our communication strategies. The comments that we shared with each other were deep, were meaningful. We shared a lot of realistic stories while protecting the identities of the students that we worked with in our focus students of our classroom. And when we looked at each other's situations and scenarios, we offered perspectives from an outsider's viewpoint, which I think gave each of us at least 1 or 2 really useful tools or strategies for approaching our classrooms the next time we entered them. It was a very valuable classroom experience, and it was a great introduction to what the San Diego Christian College online program and portal experience would be like. From there, we are in the midst, but I'm nearly finished here with Ed 602, Community Partnerships and Multicultural Education. In fact, I've completed 100% of the work. I'm just waiting for a couple assignments to be graded, and it's sitting at 96%. So again, I've committed and dedicated 2 days a week that I work diligently on those evenings to complete work and time frame, and it has been a very enriching experience as well. We dived into a lot of research, and we also looked at evidence and data about different communities and diverse needs of many populations, and how we can approach communication strategies and differentiated workloads and bring culture into the classroom in a more meaningful way than just having food festivals or listening to music, but celebrating how culture informs many types of opinions on many different issues of all sorts, and how those can be welcomed to create a more varied perspective set in the classroom. For example, I wanted to show you first, Dr. Lori's final comments, signing off, where she's just said, "I just wanted to share a final thought with you as you move on. It has been a joy to learn with you and from you. I'm confident your impact in the classroom is life-changing, and we are SDC, a community of truth, purpose, and impact." That's the kind of tone and friendly nature in which she conducted her classroom, and that set the course for us to have meaningful interactions. In our second course, I wanted to share one final interaction and a reply that I went back and posted. Even though I've already met all the minimum requirements for my comments, I like to go above and beyond, because when other students reply to you, it enriches your experience, so I can help someone else make that transition and give them feedback as well. And this student was talking about at their school, there's a lot of academic and behavioral expectations, but there's a different value based on different experiences. And unfortunately, she said she sees the ill effects of low academic and behavioral expectations week in and week out. Now, for some teachers, that would be a shutdown moment, a moment leading to burnout, a moment leading to turnover. But she actually turned that into motivation. It motivates me to keep working hard and setting high standards for all my students. And I responded, "I appreciate the stated," that's a typo, and the good thing here is we can edit our replies, so I can show you that in real time. I stated, her sense of belonging. When we invest and become a part of the place, we have a better chance of being the positive change we want to see implemented, instead of diving out of the way or going to a different school or ignoring the problem. I appreciate your high standards and commitment to your students and their success. And I think that kind of validation, especially when a lot of the students have already finished their posts, to go back and give everybody another sweep and a comment or two, I think can make everybody's experience happen at a deeper level. And the cool thing is that I'm not the only one doing that. So there's a lot of students who have taken to the relationships and the interactions at a much deeper level of just completing assignments and completing the required tasks, but actually becoming part of a educator community that gives feedback to each other. So I find that to be a very, very valuable part of this experience. And so through 2 classes in, I'm feeling like I've achieved a fair amount and I have learned a lot and expanded my teacher toolkit. In my next video, Master's Vlog number 32, I'm going to talk about previewing my experiences for my next class about qualitative methods of research, which is going to be a whole nother journey. So please join me, like and subscribe as I go through this experience, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Inspiring Teachers, to see my weekly interviews with outstanding educators around the country. Until then, I'm Danny Hogger, and I thank you so much for watching. You can go to sdcc.edu to find out more about the many programs at San Diego Christian College, and until then, class is dismissed.